of this book. If you're getting into bodybuilding, I definitely recommend it. It's just a lot of information to get through. But reading it reminded me of something that Arnold Schwarzenegger said in an interview. He said that when he was getting ready for his shows, he was working out for 5 to 6 hours a day. Many would classify that as overtraining. But is overtraining a real thing, or is that just something that kind of got made up? You have to keep in mind, this was during the early 70s. They still smoked cigarettes in hospitals during the early 70s. Nowadays, in 2019, we know for sure that overtraining is a very real thing. We know that it takes 24 to 48 hours for a muscle group to fully recover after you've worked it. And we also know that working out for 5 to 6 hours a day is not effective for muscle gain. But how should you structure your workout? Let me show you. Okay, this line represents the maximum amount of stress that you can put on your body before it becomes too much. The minimum line, this one right here, represents the minimum amount of pressure you want to put on yourself. So like when you're in the gym, you have to be at least a little bit over that line. If you're below this line, it's not enough stress to actually stimulate your muscle to grow. You want to be somewhere in between there. So you can't do too much, but you can't do too little. This jug represents your body. This water represents your stress, and this represents your rest time and recovery. You can only recover so fast. As you add on life stresses, maybe you can keep up with the rest time, maybe you can't. If I keep pouring stress into the body, it's going to overflow. It's too much to keep up with the recovery. So you want to be right there in between. Not too much, but not too little. How do you find out how hard you can push yourself? Well, it's going to vary from person to person. A person that works 14 hours a day and has a hard, laborious job and gets 4 hours of sleep a night can't push themselves as hard in the gym as a person that doesn't do really anything. They're sitting in their mom's house playing video games. Or a person that's been weight training for 7 years can push themselves harder than someone that's been lifting weights for 7 weeks. Now, what are some signs of overtraining? Well, for one,